A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, August is here. We're rolling the second week of August. I hope things are working out for you. Remember, this is the second half of the year 2024. Omwaka gwo gutambula supidi naye kansubire. You're not putting yourself on pressure. Most of you always put yourself on pressure because some of the prospects that you made at the beginning of the year are not seeming to be coming to play. Yeah, relax. When you see things are not happening the way they're supposed to be, just say a little prayer. God is listening. Well, He has a better plan, and that's what you have to do. Anyway, this is the Glory of Love. You're most welcome on the show. If it is your first time catching the show, please, we are always here every single Saturday, exactly 9:30 p.m., and we are talking nothing but love and love alone. Now, today, I want us to talk about some of the things that are happening in this generation, yeah? Especially to the category that we call the Gen Zs. I actually don't want to define them so much, but people basically born between the years 1995 up to around 2011. Yes. There are things that you guys do that I just don't understand. There are so many. I'll not list them all. I've seen categories of things like it is a normal, a girl or girls going to the bar in a group and they trade their friend to a man who has money in exchange for beer. And nobody's talking about that. It is a very, very normal thing. You find two boys not even dating, but renting the same room. And there's this one girl they are housing every now and then. There's this one girl that pays them a visit. And these people are actually sleeping together. And it is very, very normal. Kwegamba bintu bingi nnyo bigenda maaso amongst the Gen Zs. When I hear some of their stories, and some of them are proud of these things, man, they say nze kino kyetukola mwana fa wetu tukigatta. I don't understand. But well, today on the show I have a couple of Gen Zs that are going to be representing. Njagala babuuzayo ku bibuuzo biki bino ebigenda maaso. Are these normal things? Why do they seem to be normal according to them? Kyekibuuzo kyange ekikulu. Gwenga gwe kikyolaba ba Gen Zs kye bali mukola nawe ekikublowinze obwongo gwe ekikusurprisinga ennyo. Well, today I want us to talk about what we call open relationships. Now, open relationships are already in the play. People are in relationships where Nina girlfriend, I have a girlfriend. We are actually in a serious relationship, but then we even go ahead to have other ties, other relationships. Like my girlfriend allows me to get another girl that I can sleep with, basically for purposes of pleasure. Call it vitamin S. And then she also gets a guy with whom she can be sleeping with my knowledge, and she also knows about the girl I'm sleeping with, and that is okay for the Gen Zs. I don't know whether it is me, the millennial, who is a cake, like outdated, but you'll correct me as we move along whether this is the right thing they need to do. Who is to blame? There are so many questions I have to ask, but let me start with the Gen Zs today. Probably they will tell us why they are doing things that way. Then probably next Saturday I'll have someone in the position of a parent to give me some explanation. Lwaki abaana bano bakola ebintu bino. During my times, men, omuzadde gwe twatwalanga kwegamba katonda w'oku nsi bw'agamba nti kino togenda kikola bwe kibeera. Anyway, I don't want to waste so much time. I have one of my guests already right here. Let's talk to him. He has been on the show a couple of times.
Yo, wagwan there, my people. Buddy Naza here, you done well. Yeah, representing to the fullest. Bless.
Kati, last I checked as well, wali fashionista, stylist, model, ochabikola.
Hey, Njabikola boy, man. Still doing the same thing, but
Kumba chocha tabu.
kitegedde.
Yaya kubye ekikumba kye bayita bati ekyo.
Kino kye bayita Body Nation.
Body Nation by Body Naza right here. Kati, mweba Gen Zs, you guys are in that category. Abantu bagamba the Gen Zs are doing crazy stuff today. Nabo tebabitegeera. Bintu bingi nnyo ndabye abawala abagenda mu mabbaala ne batunda banaabwe kubanga omugagga aganya ogula bia ne bagamba mwana gojja genda nono kati ffe tugulire bia, and it is a very normal thing. Tewali akyogerako, awala bagamba yembeera eriwo era bwetyo wetutambula. Gwe kikyolabyeko bajenziz oba banno bye bakola naawe nogamba mwana bano batabu.
First of all man, kyenyiza osooka okugamba boy tuli bakabi okitegedde ekyatakimanya ino kimanya we are bad, we represent to the fullest. So kyebakola it's basically kuyiya man. Gen Z are people that it's kala abayiya okitegeera because you know we have grown up to this environment that is so into internet okitegeera. So okuyiya kuba kungi man, abatasobola tuulaawo nga talinamu kasente boy.
Kati aba afata sente tafuddeyo oba azifa saati oba ki
wekiri boy, amagezi mangi nnyo okitegeera.
Okay, being so daring kyalibadde kirungi nga tugamba nti yes ono omwana akola kyonna kyasobola okubanga afuna akasente. But I'm now talking about a situation whereby tulina kye tuyita open relationships. Nti Budinaza oyina girlfriend naye gwe ne girlfriend wo mugenze maaso n'okuteesa nga mugamba nti ye ne bwafunayo gwafunayo ku bbali, gwe naye n'ofunayo gwofunyeeyo, musobola okuddanga era ne mubaawo naye nga mulinayo abali abantu abalala ate be mugatta mu sako yammwe. Do you think that is a normal thing? Is it okay? Ki ekibatuusa ku ekyo?
Yeah, that could be okay if like both parties like bali in good terms with it nga tebakirinaako buzibu. Naye ate wekituukiraawo boy manya biba byasobamu kosamu yasama okitegeera. Kiba kitegeeza omusajja awo atandika obbawo omukazi oba omukazi yatandika okubawa, so you have to bring in other people.
So ne bowadom ebatwala ku eyo extent
okitegedde. Yeah, bowadom man nga omusajja tabiggusa boy okitegeera. Naye kati nze nganze simanyi oba nsobola bikkiriza man.
gwe tosobola bikkiriza?
My woman is mine okitegedde. Teri byamugamba nambu simanya abalala balyeko na
kikyoyinza ogamba omuntu ali mu relationship ng'eyo nga ye agamba kiri okay girlfriend we afune omuntu omulala naye afune omuntu omulala naye ate nga tebanaba kwekyawa.
Anti kati okay, that would be okay wekiba kimukolera basobola ogenda n'ekyo naye nze kati nganze baby wange ayinza okugamba baby njagala nkufulireyo omulala kupepeta obulungi, nze kirabika byenkola biza okubanga tebimalayo bulungi kitegeera. Ekyo nyinza okikkiriza naye nze nganze kuba boy jjukira malako kitegeera. So that would be okay like if it's the male side get nga yefuna okitegeera naye ebyomukazi mbw atafuneyo omulala kawaani boy.
Kati gwogamba male side kyogamba mwe abasajja temusobola kuleeta obulwadde mu relationship singa omukazi wakukkiriza okola ekyo ng'ate gwe omuganya okola ekyo.
Anti kati kale boy nze ndowooza kiba oba tosobola buleeta kubanga by the time you come to agreeing you have to make sure man toleeta bulwadde. Kuba jjukira kati baby agambye osobola okola ki okusolobeza muke walala. You understand? You have to be careful man okitegeera. So oba toyina ngeri gy'oyinza kukkirizamu baby kola bintu bya kikulu ng'ebyo fe abasajja it's only us. But anyway, it's like waba if you guys are fine with it like you're okay with bringing in a second like party into your relationship, kiba kyakabi naye kiba kikolera musajja yekka.
Anti kati awonzeewo ekimbuzaabuziza nti what sense does it have to this relationship? What kind of relationship is this? Muba mugenda kuwangala paka bufumbo oba bino just bya just nammwe wakati wammwe mulyoke muleetemu abantu abookubiri n'owookusatu? Olaba
muwa temusobola wangala maani. Sirowooza nga muwa musobola wangala kubanga we mutuukira oleetamu omuntu like another person into your relationship muba mwalema okitegeera nga biba boa. You understand?
Kwegamba ekika kya relationship ekirimu acts ng'ezo ye relationship etalina mulamwa etalina future.
Omulamwa guyinza obaawo naye guba gwatugabane okitegeera. naye guli ogwa ddala ogwa feeling ne guba tegukyaliwo
omuntu wange wagwa
okitegeera guba tegukyaliwo naye nze kyenyinza obagamba binyuma ogezaako n'olaba okitegeera life is all about taking risks. Okay, okitegeera that won't be a risk naye ogezaako wekigaana eno nga mu ababiri kibalemye oteekamu omulala nakyongeramu ka spice.
kanzoke nzizeeko ne galubindi zange otherwise Genzis, you guys sometimes you're so scary, yeah? Ebintu byemukola byo bikangira ddala. If it's risk taking, you guys are damn daring, something we used not to do. Life is very precious, and we were taught and brought up to understand that you have to live it very carefully and sparingly, because any slight mistake, anything is going to go wrong. Well, Budinaza is telling me that it's fun being in an open relationship. But again, I love the fact that in our Gambia, in such a relationship cannot be a serious one, where you're having second parties, third parties, fourth parties. That's out of the picture. No, he says no. Okay, I'll still want to find out more from him. Like, if you were to do this, as a piece of advice to those who are already doing it, what are the safe measures? Nga onobeera mmotoka n'ogamba nti katugenda ku trip tulina okwesiba seat belt paka nga tutuuse okubeera safe, because you're not sure where the accident is going to happen from. But for right now, katumulemuko katini. When I come back, I'm coming back with a friend. She's called Essie. I want to find out from a female Gen Z what she thinks, because katono abadde representing abasajja ate yagambye nti kiryoke abasajja okikola naye abakyala tebakkirizibwa okikolerako ddala, era gwakirimu ng'omukyala gwe manya according to Budinaza. Wewacha wewe. I want to remind you guys at this stage, welcome back, reminding you about being in August. Yes, August is a great month, and it's a great one for me. To be specific, we got the Fantasy Road trip happening on the 25th of August. So, tobuzayo kumpi weeks nga bbiri zokka. Gwe atanaba kufuna ticket yo oba securing akatebe olinda chi. Yes, we're going to be rocking and enjoying ourselves all the way. We're leaving from Oryx petrol station that is in Lugogo. Sawa zijja kubanganya. Tugende mpola nga etunyumira okulya, okunywa, okunyumirwa. Come and meet MC Sugar's friends. Let my friends become your friends, and let your friends become my friends, and let's all go and meet other strangers, even in Ginger as well. So please come through, buy yourself an ordinary ticket at only 50k. Yes, and then if you want VIP or Mbulanga boss, it's only 100k. Let's come and enjoy, yeah, together. Anyway, I have Essie right here. Let me allow her introduce herself.
I'm called Esther Pauline, aka Essie Palak, the Gen Z side, and I am a fashion designer. I'm a makeup artist, and I have a diploma in adolescent life coaching.
I love the fact that you are a counselor, a diploma in adolescent coaching. That is perfect. And that means you just fit directly into what we are discussing right now. The Gen Zs are super crazy. You are part of them. You're going to allow me place you there. I know you don't like it. I can already see from your facial expression. Open relationships. Crazy stuff. For me as a millennial, what is your take?
I personally wouldn't take myself into the Gen Z side, though I was born in the Gen Z era. I do not specifically want to be there, but I'm supposed to be there. And about the open relationship thing, 100% not supporting.
Let's start from the reasons as to why you don't want to be in the Gen Zs directly.
Well, the Gen Z era, all us the Gen Zs, these are your 20s. You don't know what you want. You're still confused about what you have to do in life. You don't know what the future has for you. You don't have anything figured out. You're just there. You're literally just living because you have to live. You find yourself waking up every day in the morning because you have to wake up, but you don't have a motive. Why are you waking up? Except for me.
So having it in your narrative that the Gen Zs are doing things they don't really understand, what do you think is the missing dot that is causing them to do things that are so mysterious, things that are so, I just don't understand?
There is actually no missing dot. Them as a person, you have to understand who you are as a person. You have to know why you were in this as a person. You have to know where you belong, and you have to realize and how to take yourself step by step. It's not so easy for everyone to figure it out at their young age. Yes, I know that. But if many Gen Zs or many guys in my age, they do not want to talk about things that are in their hearts. So they end up going by group influence. But if you open up to anyone around you, let it be, because I am a Gen Z, right? But at least I have something that I've done for myself in my life. And I expect, maybe if I am your friend and you're a Gen Z and you have something going on in your life and you don't want to talk about it with your parents, it would be easier if you want to talk about it with me, because I am your friend. I can literally understand you better than your parent maybe. But that missing dot, because they feel like they don't have to open up for anyone, they don't have to open up to anyone, I think that is it.
So wait a minute. So the Gen Zs that are doing whatever they're doing that is so confusing is the category that are trying to find themselves, but are using the wrong methods, or finding the wrong people to guide them on how to find themselves. You were Gen Z. How did you do it so that you found yourself, doing things the right way, to the point of even understanding yourself a little bit better without doing anything that is, crippling or very impairing to your life?
Actually, I just would like to thank my mother or my dad, because I think they chose that real breed, that great breed. When I was growing up, even in school, you see those things of sneaking out, being abusive, being rebellious. I was not among those people. I was always an straight A student. I was always this person who wants to be the first. I always wanted to be in the limelight. As growing up, I was always a head girl. If not a head girl, I was always the high prefect. If not that, I was always the ethics and integrity prefect. And if you're like that, trust me, you're supposed to be an example for your friends or for your fellows in class. And I always knew what I wanted.
Talking about knowing what you want, trust me, if you ask any Gen Z who is doing the stuff that we're calling reckless right now, they'll equally tell you, I know what I want, and that's exactly what I want. Talking about limelight, yes, they're also doing whatever they're doing to be seen. But it's only that they don't care whether they are being seen for the wrong reasons or what they're doing is actually wrong for their life and stuff like that. So how does someone, come to a point of making a decision of doing something they love, but then it is the wrong thing, it is the thing that is making their life being terrible to their life, or making the decisions to shine in the wrong way?
It is what you choose to be. It is what you choose to be. And trust me, we grew up in very different homes and very different upbringings. So if you feel like going out naked, almost naked, because that's what they do, or going out with their kind of what they call style, does not shame your mother or does not shame your household, and it is okay. Because whenever you do something, look back. What image do I give my family? What image do I give to my mother? What image do I give to those who raised me up? What image do I give to the village I came up from? Because whatever you do, trust me, it always goes back. And the fact that we have social media right now, there is nothing that can be erased from the social media platform. I've seen social medias like where girls literally take naked pictures of themselves and they post them online because they want to be in this luxurious life and because they want to have that life. And mostly to the side of girls, what brings them to do whatever they do is because they see others doing it. We are not the same. We like these fingernails, they do not look the same. Like these fingers, they don't look the same. There is a reason why this is short, there's a reason why this is the longest. And if you don't understand that, trust me, you're going to do something that is going to shame. For you, you're going to feel like, oh, I'm doing something better for myself, but you're not doing anything better for yourself.
Okay.
You're doing something that is shaming your upbringing and your family.
So where does this leave someone who is talking about, because there's a Gen Z somewhere catching the show right now and she is saying, or he is saying, my mother is my biggest fan. What you're seeing here, calling I am almost naked, saying I am dressing crazy. My mother supports me. She says that's perfect. My father says this is what we're supposed to be doing. He gives me money to shop this. He is my huge fan. What are you going to say to such a child?
Then maybe that is their way of seeing things, because as I told you, we are from different upbringings. If I am a parent and I am seeing you literally shopping something really skimpy, and I've seen girls putting on patra charts, and literally their underarm is showing. And if your parent is like, oh my, it's rooting for you because you're putting on what you're putting on, well, I don't know what to say about that, because I've seen parents bringing them children to me because of the bad things or the bad decisions they made when their kids are growing up.
Now let me ask you this one here. What should a parent who is, fronting their child to do such stuff expect at the end of the day from their children?
Well, if you have a girl child and you doing whatever you're doing to root her, whatever she's doing, like you to root for her on her social media platform, and she's doing something wrong and you're rooting for her, well, if you want one day your child to be a responsible mother, a responsible wife, and if you want introductions, mikolo, in your household, in your compound, please don't expect that, because I've seen men who do whatever they do. I've seen men leaving their responsible wives for these kind of girls, but it still always goes back, because there is no man who's going to want to have something for everyone. You're dressed up badly, and yes, I'm going to enjoy what you do at first, but at one point I would want for you to be a very wife, a housewife. I want you to be someone responsible. I want you to be a mother for my children, and if I do not get that from you, I don't think they're really going to stay. And for parents, of course, you dug the grave for your own child, and what do you expect to get?
You're going to bury them.
You're burying them.
Yes, that is it there for you. You need to take precaution. And then for you, the Gen Zs who are in relationships, and you haven't gotten to that point, just know your girl is sleeping around, your man is sleeping around, your boyfriend is sleeping around. So please normalize the use of condoms, because you do not know what happens. Things that are happening of late are not the case here. Boyfriend wange yagenze ko trip eyo gye yayendedde. No. Abantu bendera ku mulimo. Abantu bendera ku street. Abantu bakola ebintu just on their way home. Someone is, jumping on something, and before you know it. So please, if you know your relationship is not that open, you guys do not trust each other 100%. Bao or boyfriend wo mulaba abuuka wano na wali tali so straight up with you. Normalize the use of condoms for your own safety. I still have Budi Naza right here back with me on set. I love his fashion, the outfits, really so classy. This is a guy who understands what fashion is all about. So I bet if you want to see some new fashion sense, we're talking Gen Z's right here, you gotta look out for his socials. Ojakuba osobola okulaba ebikumba ebyakabi. Noza n'engeri y'okubifuna. You can hit him in his inbox. Omanya ayinza okuhukingayo n'ekyakabi ennyo. Nange yampadde engatto leero, yanyambaze engatto za tabu nnyo nga w'oziraba awo. Big up on yourself, my brother. Now, back to the topic, muganda wange. Wasembye okuŋŋamba nti ekintu ba Gen Z kye bakola bakikola out of creativity, just baagala nnyo okulivinga outside the bubble. Teri ayagala okulemera ku musimanye bali kye bakola nange kankole. They are trying to discover themselves. Naye risks ze batekinga nyingi. Kati omuntu okwaavoidinga okutakinga life bw'atyo nga kiri too risky, akoze etyo okubanga byagezesa tebijjaawo bulamu bwe.
You see, man, one thing about life, man, it's all about taking risks, man. For anybody that wants to be a successful man or a successful person, you can't avoid risks, man. So that's what Gen Zs are, man. We are all about like exploring, man. Like kino wenchikola kinavaamu ki tetutya man okitegeera we are.com man we are always representing so ebyemulimu bwate biki
Okay, ekigambo ekisembayo eri abatulaba right now probably.
ekigambo ekisembayo boy still about bigambo bisembayo because I'm always here for you I'll always be coming back so just like abatalina kiddako man nzakiina just check my socials budi naza simbubi man big up on yourself.
Okay, let's have Essie come back and give you a take home, and then I'll be wrapping up on this whole situation.
To me, to any girl that is listening, I'm actually more taken or more into girls that are just growing up, the Gen Z girls. If you think throwing your life away for such a relation, for anything when you're growing up, anything for your teens, think about your future. I see you girls do tattoos on your bodies. Think about your future. Is your child going to how is your child going to ask you, mommy, what is this? What did you do to your body? How are you going to look with a tattoo as a grandparent? Think about that. And think about giving your life away, because if you're going into one relationship to another, think about the pros and cons of whatever you're going to do. And one last thing I'd say is it's not worth it. It's not worth your life. Trying something new, you can try something new in a right way. You can try going to church. It's okay going to bars sometime to have some fun, but try something that is literally going to take you somewhere.
Well, first of all, I want to appreciate Essie and Budi for coming through to represent the Gen Zs, and of course give us their 2 cents about this whole situation. I love the fact that Essie has mentioned something about how are you going to look with the tattoos as a grandmother. You know, I'm picturing the grandmothers that are going to be there 20 years from now or 30 years from now, how they will be looking. I can only imagine, and I don't know if you have the same imagination, but all the same, it is something still a food for thought, Keep thinking about it. It's your life, but then think about what it's going to be 20 or 30 years from now. That's why we talk about the future every now and then. Otherwise, the time is out. I have nothing extra to say. On the next episode, I hope to come through with a parent figure, someone whom I want to question as far as parenting is concerned. Where is the parenting going wrong? Is it coming from our parents? Is it coming from the environment, the societal kind of situation? Children used to be, brought up by the village, but of late, it's basically you, yourself, YouTube, social media, and the likes, and that's all. Otherwise, I'm out of here. I still remain MC Sugar. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, and let's catch up next time. God bless you. I'm waiting for your comments on YouTube. Please check out all the other old episodes.